Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and thanks so much for clicking on today's video. So as you can tell by the title, today's video is a haul. I am talking beauty, I am talking skincare, I am talking hair care and a teeny tiny bit of accessories as well. If you're new here, my name is Olivia. I upload weekly on beauty, life and style. If you enjoy the content and you want to hang around, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I would love if you join the fam gang. If you do, please leave me a comment down below. Love talking to my new subscribers. If you're an oldie but a goodie, welcome back. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. Diving right into foundation, the first one is from the drugstore and it is this right here. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. You guys know this already. This is the American one. I had it shipped in from the States and it's in the shade 362 Truffle. Previously, I was wearing the shade 360 Mocha because that's all I could find locally, because that was before they extended the shade range. So they extended the shade range and it got up to 362 and then carried on I think all the way up to like 370 or 380 or something. They have really nice rich shades in the high 300s. Now I'm a little bit on the fence about this shade. I picked it up because I really like the Maybelline Superstay shade in Truffle. That's a really nice shade for me. This is a little bit more neutral and immediately out the bottle I was like, oh, because it actually looks lighter in the bottle than 360. So 360 is this one. Let me put them up side by side. So 360 is the one closest to me and 362 is that one over there. So that's the new one. In the bottle they look alarmingly different. So 360 looks lovely and rich and 362 looks quite pale. But I got to understand once I swatched it that it's because it's a lot more neutral of a shade. So when you swipe it on, it looks like there's something wrong. Actually, when I first applied it, I was like, ugh, because I was like, it's way too light. But because of the neutral undertones in this, I think it makes it look lighter than it is. But once it dries down, they're actually almost identical in shade, just that 360 has more golden rich tones in it. I actually think after applying the two, if I had to choose one, then I would still stick with 360 just because it's a little bit more golden, which picks up on my skin tone a lot better. But 362 is workable. I'll see when I'm editing back the video and I'm sure you guys will tell me if it's looking off on camera. I've tried to make it work, but I don't know whether I've pulled it off. So depending on how I feel, I might actually end up getting rid of that. If you are looking for 362 and you haven't been able to get it and that's your shade, drop me a DM down below. That could be yours. Sticking with foundation, because you know that's like one of my favorite things beauty wise. I caved, you guys. I caved 100% and I picked up the NARS Soft Matte Foundation. I just remember telling you guys on Instagram that like everyone is talking about this and they keep saying that it's incredible, and I had just bought the Radiant Longwear after kind of avoiding it for years. I caved, I bought it and it's here. I haven't even swatched this yet, so this is absolutely brand new. Actually, I've had it like, I've had it for about a week, but I was keeping it for this video so that I could show you. So let me show you what it looks like. Comes in that tube that you've seen everywhere, that kind of squeezy tube, and the amazing thing with this is that it's 45 ml, so 1.5 fluid ounces as opposed to just 30 fluid ounces that you get in a regular foundation. So I ummed and ahed about which shade I should get in this because a lot of people online were saying that when they bought their regular shade in the equivalent of like the Radiant Longwear, that this was a little bit lighter than that. So I tried to find swatches, there wasn't enough out there. So I decided I would rather be darker than lighter. So I went up a shade. I usually get the shade New Caledonia. And in this, I picked up the shade Iguacu Deep 3. So I think what I'll do with this is I'll do the same thing that I did with my last NARS foundation. So look out for a kind of first impression swatches. I'll swatch it and compare it to the other one so that we can have a look about how it looks on the skin and the finish, etc. But I'm really, really excited about this. Can't wait. So I'll go through all the beauty bits first, then we can move on to skincare, etc. So the next bit I got is this drugstore e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. e.l.f. had setting mists in the past, but I've never tried them out, never been drawn to them. But when this came out, I was like, ugh, I want this. And I actually picked them up for the Cocoon Beauty store as well. So if you've been looking for it, it's also available there. I've only actually used it, I think, once or twice. So I can't give you a review, but the reviews online generally are incredible about this setting spray. It's actually supposed to be a dupe for the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. We'll see, I'll let you know. But what I do like, just from first impressions, is the spritzer. So it's such a really fine mist. And the scent is beautiful. It's like refreshing. It smells like green tea and cucumber. I think that's actually what's in this. Yeah, it's got green tea, it's got cucumber, it's got aloe, so it's that really nice kind of fresh scent. So I'm really enjoying that. It's got that kind of metal thing in it, so make sure you shake it really well. So it claims to give up to 16-hour wear, but I will let you know, but that is available right now. Then from e.l.f. I also picked up a lip product, and that is the Lip Plumping Gloss in the shade Mocha. It's one of those lip products that's on dark skin friendly lip glosses or lip combos, whatever. It's always one that I've seen on the lists, but I've never just really thought about actually going in and getting it, but I did this time around. I have worn it. It does do that tingling thing that lip plumping lip glosses are supposed to do, but I don't really see any extra plumping. I think it's more about the tingle. It's a really nice colour. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it because it is a little bit kind of like semi-sheer. It's like a really nice pinky brown shade, which looks so nice kind of in the center of a lip, or if you've got like a lighter tone, you can get off with it across your whole lip. I would always wear this with another lip gloss that was a bit darker or a lip liner, just because it is to me a little bit on the pinker side, but it's in no way scary at all. So I'm going to test that out. I will let you know. I've only worn it twice, but so far okay. Then I got another lip gloss, which I've also been seeing people talk about a lot. I am a sucker, as you can tell already, for people saying, go out and buy this. Number one consumer over here. It is the Pout Bomb Plumping Lip Gloss, and I got this in the shade Cookie. So this comes with a massive kind of doe foot applicator, and smells very minty. This one is a little bit deeper, I would say. A little bit more rosy toned. So I think the first one has like a peachy brown tone, and this one has like a rosy brown tone. I'm hoping you can see them on the back of my hand there. But again, I haven't really worn this out long enough to form an opinion, but it does the whole tingly thing, and I like what the colour looks like. The last thing makeup wise is this, and this is a blush from NYX. Now, if you watched my last video, I did an affordable blush video. I was waiting to see whether this would arrive, but it didn't arrive before I could film that video. So I mentioned I might do like a part 2. I'm obsessed with this already. I've only had it for a couple of days, only worn it I think twice, including today, so it's what I'm wearing on my cheeks right now. And it's in the shade, what's this called? I've not even told you what it's called. It is the Sweet Cheeks Soft Cheek Tint Blush Mousse in the shade Bombshell. Now, this is, as it says, a mousse, and as you kind of blend it out, it dries down. Oh, let me put it here. It dries down to a beautiful kind of satin finish. It has that beautiful pinky, reddish, brownish tone that I kept telling you guys I'm obsessed about at the moment. It's right there on the end. And I really didn't expect that it would have this kind of finish to it. I thought it would remain dewy, or I thought it would be very, very matte, but it's none of those. It's just satin. It's like smooth, it feels beautiful and kind of disappears almost into your skin as you apply it. So what I do is just, because it comes with an applicator, just dab a little bit on my cheeks and then take a stippling brush and blend it out. If you haven't got a stippling brush, or you wouldn't like to use a stippling brush, even your finger is okay, just to dab it out and kind of get the placement that you would like. It is quite pigmented though, so don't go in with too much, otherwise you will end up looking a little bit like a clown, which I did the first time I was testing it out. But now I've got the hang of it. Beautiful. Just look at that colour. How nice is that? And there are a couple of different shades on this, so what I've decided is we're all going to get some of this, I'm going to buy some for the store, so you'll be able to get it soon. If you haven't already, by the way, follow the Cocoon Beauty Instagram page. We have new stock arriving almost every couple of weeks, so just keep checking out on there to see what we've got. I always leave a link to it down below, so you can always check it out there as well. Oh, I forgot, I've got one more beauty thing to talk about, and that is this. Ta-da! It is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Yeah, I caved. This is another one of those things that, you know, everyone was talking about, and I didn't really think that I would need it, but I caved. So I got the mini size, which is this one, teeny tiny. There is also a bigger size, and we now stock this on Cocoon as well, so check that out. So it's meant to be a kind of gripping primer. I've never worn a primer before that has that claim. So I'm really looking forward to trying this out. I think I will test it out when we do the NARS review to see how that goes. So look out for my review on this when I do that video. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can say about this, but to try out, I will keep you posted. Okay, moving on to skincare now, and I've got a few different bits from skincare. Where should I start? Let me start here. I decided recently to reincorporate a vitamin C into my routine. If you watched my Ordinary brand review video, I mentioned in there that I had tried the popular vitamin C, the one that comes in the squeezy tube, the suspension, and that didn't really work well with my skin. Then I moved on to the alpha-arbutin and ascorbic acid, which I loved. I paused on vitamin C for a while to see whether it was just hype and I had convinced myself, or whether it was something that I really needed to incorporate in my routine. Now that I've been using this product that I'm going to tell you about in a second, I'm back on the bandwagon, and that is this right here. It's by the brand Serum by Me. It's a Korean skincare brand, and this is the Galactomyces Pure Vitamin C Glow Serum. I'm reading a lot more around Korean skincare and the ingredients specifically, and they really are just so intriguing to me. Galactomyces has been on my kind of watch list for a couple of months. But when I saw this formulation and that it had vitamin C combined, I was like, hello, let me get that. So I picked up this serum. It's also available on Cocoon. Sorry for all the plugs, but I do just want to let you know where you can get it if you're looking for it. I am in love with this serum, and I think I've seen, and I know Angel lately has talked about this serum, and Maureen Bandari has talked about this serum. It is bomb, you guys. The hype is real. It is beautiful. Your skin will just start glowing. After a couple of days, you'll just start to notice that there's something about your skin that looks more bright, that looks more alive, that looks more awake. It's this. I didn't add anything else at the same time. I added this just to see whether it was this alone or like something else, but it's 100% this. It's contributed so much to my skin looking a lot more brighter, a lot more glowy, which I am loving. I've been using it for a couple of weeks. I use it in the morning as part of my routine, kind of like alongside my other serums, and then, you know, put on my sunscreen and then go about my day. So sticking to the serums, the next one is this right here. It's from the Inkey list, and this is their Niacinamide serum. You guys know how much I love niacinamide. I've talked about it, raved about it for the longest time. Paula's Choice one was in my favorites video that I did a couple of months back. I was umming and ahhing about whether to rebuy the Paula's Choice one because it was holy grail, but it was pricey. So then I decided, let me first try out this one, which is another affordable one by the Inkey list, and see how I feel about it before I go back to the Paula's Choice one. So I've only literally had this for a couple of days, no reactions, no anything, so I'm going to let you know how I feel it's doing with the oil control, because when I stopped using the other one, I realised that my face was starting to become a little bit oily as well. I love niacinamide more for its oil control properties for me. Other people like it for blemish control. I don't know whether I see that so much, but definitely for me, the oil control and balancing out my skin, she's that girl. So I'll keep you posted, available on the store. Then I picked up something from the Ordinary, and this is their 100% plant-derived Hemi-Squalane, or Squalane, sorry, Squalane. I've been saying Squalane all this time, and it's been Squalane. I had previously the regular Squalane, so this is the Hemi-Squalane. They're basically exactly the same thing, except this one has smaller molecule size, so it penetrates the skin faster, which means it has like a less, not greasy, but a less, it's easier to apply and it's drier on the skin. Yeah, that's what I want to say, is it feels drier on the skin as opposed to the Squalane. And I've been enjoying that because sometimes the Squalane can feel quite heavy and I don't need that. This I can possibly also even get away with. Say like I've done a heavy routine in the night time and my skin feels a little bit dry in the morning. I could get away with using this in place of my moisturizer. And I know that it would rub in and feel good. This is also available on the store and cheaper if you've been looking for a cheaper alternative than the Squalane, but does the same thing. If you like that richer effect, then go for the Squalane. If you don't want that, then go for this one. Okay, last skincare bit was a gift box set that I got from Sephora, but it's by the brand First Aid Beauty. It looks like this. What's this? It's called All That Fab, and you get 5 products in here from First Aid Beauty. I've been wanting to try First Aid Beauty for a while, but I honestly really didn't know where to start. So when I saw this gift box set, I was like, oh, this is perfect. I get these products for a cheaper price and I can test them out and see what works and what doesn't work. Actually, this was $49, but I paid $49, but the products, if you were to buy them individually, would be $127. So I thought, bargain! So I picked it up. So as I said, you get 5 products in here. 4 of them are full size and 1 is a travel size, which I also think is incredible. So let's start with the first one. It's this. These are the facial radiance pads. So they are basically those little kind of cotton rounds, and they've been soaked in, you know, the First Aid Beauty formula, and you use them to kind of exfoliate, tone and brighten your skin. I've used this a couple of times, I'm enjoying it, and I think I can already see the fact that it is exfoliating my skin. So in terms of ingredients, this has a whole lot of goodies in terms of like hydrating properties. So you've got the aloe leaf juice, you've got the glycerin, you've got hyaluronic acid, but then it's also got the kind of active ingredients like lactic acid, glycolic acid, radish root ferment. It's got like a few different other goodies in there. So I don't know whether you'll be able to see, but it comes like that. It smells non-descriptive. I don't really know what that smells like, but it's not anything that's offensive to the nose. And you get 60 pads in here. I'm going to be using this only once a day, so I should have 60-day use out of this, which is great. Next product is this, and this is the eye cream. It's called Eye Beauty Niacinamide Brightening Cream. Comes in a little pot like that, as almost all eye creams do. The sizes are usually so tiny. And this is 15 ml. Oh, it looks like that. So it's kind of like an orange jelly. I don't know whether I'm sold by the concept of eye creams that don't have either retinol in them or caffeine in them to help kind of depuff. And I don't typically have a challenge with my under eyes being dark. So I may hold on to that and put it in a little giveaway. So if you do get this, it didn't come with a seal. That's what it looks like. And this is the full size of that as well. So I think I'll put it in a giveaway because I don't think I will get the most or best use out of it. Then there was the Ultra Repair Lip Therapy. It's basically a lip balm. And it's petroleum free, and it says that it's supposed to kind of like help repair your dry lips. Ingredients again: jojoba oil, shea butter, grapeseed oil. What else does it have in here? A couple of waxes, hyaluronic acid, malic acid, squalane. Yeah, it has some really nice kind of hydrating ingredients. I've been using this over the past couple of days and I like it. It still hasn't overtaken my favourite lip balm, which is by Forever Living. That's my absolute favourite. I haven't found anything that works better than that. But it is nice, and it also has a kind of minty scent to it, which is nice and refreshing. So it kind of just smells like you've brushed your teeth. So keep that in my handbag. I'll continue using it because it's nice enough. I like it. But I don't know whether it would replace my absolute fave. Next up is their Pure Skin Face Cleanser. I haven't tried this yet. It has, what does this have in it? So it's supposed to help remove surface oils, but also make up dirt and grime. I would still double cleanse though. Let's have a look what it has in the ingredients. Hydrating stuff, glycerin extract, sodium PCA, fantastic for hydration. I think this is more of like a hydrating cleanser. I can't see that it says that it has any specific actives that it's throwing at me, although it does say with an antioxidant booster. I'll have to check that again on the ingredients to see exactly what that is. I'm still not used this, and I don't know whether I want to use it or not, so I might include this and the eye cream in the giveaway. So I think I'll save it for that, because currently what I'm using is working for me, and I don't feel the need to branch out to try another one. We'll see. I think I'll keep it for you guys. Yeah, I think I will. And then last but not least is their Ultra Repair Cream, which is like one of their best sellers. It's like what everybody wants from First Aid Beauty. It's basically just like an intense hydration cream that you would use at night, or if you have particularly dry skin, to kind of help restore the to kind of help nourish your skin and bring it back from the brink of death. When you've done like exfoliation, retinol, and you know, you've added all those extra things in, sealing the moisture with this. So at the moment, something like this is way too rich for my routine. I'm not over exfoliating. I am not going in really heavy with a heavy retinoid or a retinol or anything like that. But I am thinking about, I'm doing some research at the moment about retinols, retinoids, etc. And I want to introduce a new one that's at a bit of higher strength. And I think that's when this might come in handy. So I think I might keep it for then. If not, then it will join the giveaway at some point in the future. So don't hold your breath for it, but if it does come up, then fantastic. Okay, last couple of bits are hair related, and I got all of these from Super Cosmetics. Oh no, what are they called now? True Cosmetics. First is this. It is the Cream of Nature Pure Honey Breakage Leave-In Conditioner for dry and damaged hair. I was looking for a leave-in conditioner because the one I had ran out. I just went in to kind of browse. My eyes saw this. I asked the guy whether it would be a vibe. He said yes, I bought it. That's literally it. You guys know that me and my hair, we don't converse like that in that way. I'm not a naturalista. I don't really know how to take care of my hair, and I haven't really got the patience to take care of my hair. All I wanted to know is that is it light enough to not drown my hair, because my hair's quite thin. He said no, and he was right. It comes in a spray bottle, and this stuff smells so good. Oh, it smells so yummy. So it has honey, coconut oil, and shea butter in it. You can't smell the coconut oil because you guys know I don't like coconut oil. It does smell like honey and shea, like really nice. And I'm enjoying it so far. You can see I've just used a little bit there at the top. It was $895, which I think for what I'm trying so far is working so far so good. And I do feel like my hair feels nourished after I have used it as well, which is important. Then last up is a couple of hairbands that I picked up from Super Cosmetics. I got 3 here. I actually had a 4th one, but my mum nicked it off me. So I got this one, can never resist a bit of a pearl and gold. It's like a nice, let me put it on here so you can see. It's a nice thin band, and it's like kind of gold chain with pearls in it. Looks really cute. And then I just picked up a couple of black bands, 2 exactly the same. They're kind of satin lined, a skinny one and a fat one. These were both, actually these were all 95 shillings, really affordable. With these ones, and particularly the larger one, I wanted to see whether I could do a bit of a DIY on it and make it into a blinged out headband. So I have one headband which I bought a couple of years ago, actually not even a couple of years ago, I think about a year ago, from Primark. And I know there's a lot of embellished headbands going around, but I haven't really found one that I'm obsessed with. And I have got a ton of beads and stuff and pearls and whatever, blingy things from jewelry and stuff that I've kept in my haberdashery box. So I think I'm going to do a bit of a DIY craft project and see whether it will turn out correct. So I need to play around with this and see kind of like the placement that I want on it. But the size of this big one is really nice. And the small one is also nice enough for me to do kind of something quite simple along there. So I've got my hot gun, I've got my things. I'm just going to spend one afternoon, one weekend gluing everything together, and if I do, then I will let you know how it turns out over on IG. If it's a fail, don't ask me no questions because I won't talk about it. Alright, so that brings me to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If there's anything in here that you have your eye on, particularly the definite giveaway items, I'm going to figure out what to do. I think I'm going to put together some kind of like a Christmas bundle and run a giveaway over on Instagram. So if you're not following me over on Instagram, then please make sure that you do, because that's where it goes down, okay? Yeah, so that rounds it up. Leave me a comment down below. Would love to hear from you. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.